Hey guys, welcome to our first video on geology. And I don't want to go into a lot of details right now, but I hope you forgive me for the quality of this video. It's not up to my usual standard. If you want to know more about it, you can pause this video in 3, 2, 1. And basically that summarizes what the situation is at the moment. Let's get started. So our first video for geology, rocks and minerals. So I thought we'd start off with another rationale about why we should even care about learning about rocks, because, you know, I don't think to the average person you really care about rocks. But I want to tell you some of the insight that you can learn when you study rocks. So first of all, we use all kinds of materials to build things. So my phone here is made of various types of metals, probably aluminium and some other things too. Steel you can find in a lot of different objects. You've got airplane grade alloys, you've got titanium drill pieces, you've got tungsten carbide, you've got all these different materials. And you've got to get the parts from somewhere. Where do you find titanium? Where do you find gold? Where do you find copper? Where do you find iron? You need to know where to look. And that's important. So if we do have a demand out there for people who are skilled in these areas to identify what rock will contain what kinds of minerals in them. And those minerals or materials that we can get out of them can be really valuable. So that's what we want to learn about, minerals. We'll learn some basic ones. I'm not a geologist in particular, but we can learn about some of the most commonly spoken about types of rocks, just to kind of get our feet wet. In addition to that, if you know what rocks to look out for, it's really helpful to know how they are formed. Where do those rocks come from? How they're made? If you know how a specific rock type is formed, it gives you a huge clue as to where to find it. So there's no point of like, I want to find lots of gold. If I can find lots of gold, I can dig for it and I can sell it for a lot of money. But if you have no idea how to find it, it's no good. So knowing about how gold is formed in the earth will give you some clues as to where to look. And if you know where to look, you can probably find it. If you can find it, you can start making a dig site. And hopefully you can choose from a host of different methods of excavation to get to the ores that you want. Next, once you've got these different types of rocks, we don't just use them for crushing them down and absorbing the minerals. We also use the rocks as they are. So you probably see a lot of common stones around the place like granite or granite, depending how you pronounce it. Slate, we've got obsidian, we've got all kinds of other types of rocks, and we kind of just use them as they are. So it's really handy to know, okay, what rock would be best for building this sort of structure? Or what rock would be best for this kind of thing if I want to get a sharp edge? Okay, a lot of humans over history have taken advantage of the basic properties of rocks and used them. So, and the last thing I think is pretty cool is learning about gemstones. Sapphires, rubies, diamonds, these are all different types of rocks, essentially. And it's really cool if you know how they're formed and you know their chemical structure, then you've got clues as to how to manufacture them from scratch. So we all know that diamond is rather expensive and relatively rare, or at least difficult to get to. But some scientists in the past have actually found ways of figuring how to synthesize them, make them in a lab from scratch. In fact, we use diamonds all the time in construction. You've got all kinds of diamond-encrusted drilling equipment and saw blades and these types of things. We use them everywhere. They're all man-made manufactured diamonds. They don't look shiny and pretty like the real authentic diamonds, but they have a use and they have a purpose. So we'll hopefully cover a lot of these different topics in the subsequent videos, and I hope that you stick around. Thanks, guys. Bye.